Kayla, and I have my friend Tonks here. Can anybody tell me what Tonks is?
A cat.
Yeah, Tonks is a cat, a domestic house cat. Very common. Does anybody know anything about cats already? Anything that you guys want to share?
They're good pets.
They are good pets, yeah. They're very easy to take care of. You do have to know that it is an animal and it's a big commitment, so it is something that is not to be taken lighthearted, because it is an animal. So today I'm going to teach you a bunch of really cool facts about the cat that you might not know. It's an animal that you see pretty regularly, but you might not actually think about all the really cool things that goes on with a cat. So Nigel is also a cat. He's hanging out. You might hear him walking around. Feel free to gently touch his back if he walks by you, but don't grab at him. But I think he'll pretty much keep to himself. All right, so for Tonks here, can you see anything on this cat that is very prominent? Anything that strikes you right away?
Her whiskers.
Her whiskers, yeah. So she has these beautiful whiskers, and if you touch them, they kind of move. What do you think those were used for?
To eat food.
No, her whiskers aren't to eat food. That was really good. You're kind of close. It does help her a little bit. So her whiskers actually help her navigate and locate where her prey is when it gets really close to her face. So she is a predator type of animal, which means that she will catch and eat prey like mice or voles or things like that, or maybe small birds. So when her eyes are focusing, they're used for long distances. Up close, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for her to see. So she uses her whiskers to actually feel where her prey is out in front of her. So she has her whiskers on her mouth right here. Where else do you see any whiskers?
On her head?
Yeah, kind of on her, right above where her eyebrows would be. Those little guys right there. And there's one more location that kind of surprises most people, that she has another set of whiskers. Where do you think it could be?
Her neck.
Not on her neck. That was a good guess. It's actually on her paws. If you look closely, right above where her little fingers and hands are. Oh, I know, you're so silly. She has two there as well. So with the combination of her eyebrows, her mouth whiskers, and her hands, it's easy to locate the prey right in front of her when her eyes kind of get a little bit out of focus. And they have a big fancy word that I don't expect you to remember, but it's called vibrissae. All right, is there anything else on her that you see?
The hair.
Yeah, so her hair. So she is a long-haired cat. Cats can come in a lot of different varieties of hair. There's long hair, short hair, some don't even have hair at all. But she is a long-haired cat. So all cats will have two different types of fur. So the outside hair, the hair that you can pet and touch, it's called guard hair, and it protects her from the weather and all those things. And then she has hair underneath, and it's much shorter and more dense, and that keeps her warm in rough weather. So if you want to take your hand, if I come by you and you just want to gently touch her back, don't touch her anywhere else, don't grab her, just a nice little pet, a nice touch so that you can feel how soft she is. Hold on, let me get her ready first. I know. All right. Here we go. Yeah, she's pretty soft, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So her hair, she has two types, guard and down hair.
How does she keep her hair clean?
How does she keep her hair clean? That's a really good question. So a lot of you might have met cats before. Some of you may not have, but they actually have very rough tongues. So like dogs, when they lick you, it's very soft. It just feels like a people tongue. But cats have little tiny hairs on their tongue that act like a little brush. So she'll groom herself, and her saliva with a mixture of her little comb tongue keeps her coat nice and working, nice and soft, and keeping her warm. Any other things that you see right on the middle of her face that might stand out?
Her green eyes.
Her green eyes, yeah, her eyes are beautifully green. So these help her, like I said before, she's a predator, which means that she catches and eats live animals. So you can tell she's a predator because she's getting a little rascally. Because her eyes are located in the front of her skull. So if eyes are located in the front, it means that she's going to be using them to, oh right, we're going to hang out. Here we go. So her eyes are in the front of her skull. So she uses them to like pinpoint where her prey are, and she uses it that way. Animals that you might think of as maybe picture a horse or a deer, their eyes are more on the sides. So they're going to be a prey animal. So you can tell a lot about it, what type of animal it is by the location of their eyes. So the rhyme that we use is eyes in the front, born to hunt, eyes on the side, born to hide. So her eyes are in front, so she's going to be a carnivore. She's going to be catching her prey. And that's Tonks in a nutshell. The domestic cat. Does anybody have any last minute questions before I go and let her live her life?
No?
All right, thanks guys, you were great. Have a good day.